Hi, this is Derek Cutler back for week 2 of our digital spring cleaning. So this week we're going to talk about passwords. And I'm about to say something that you're probably going to be surprised by, and that is you don't need to worry about changing your password every 90 days, and you probably don't need to worry about all those special characters either. So this idea was first introduced in 2003 by a guy named Bill Burr, who was the manager of the National Institute of Standards and Technology. And since 2003, banks and big corporations and governments have all implemented these rules into their workplace. But we no longer see that as best practices. The reasons being that when you change your password every 90 days, we end up not choosing really good ones because we're going to forget about it. And it's the same thing with complex passwords that involve all sorts of special characters. When we have all those special characters in there, we tend to forget them, so we typically use really short ones or just variations of the last one that we used, both of which are not secure. So what does the National Institute for Standards and Technology say is the best practice for passwords? Well, the first thing that we need to do is to not think about it as a password, and instead we need to think about it as a passphrase. So try stringing together 4 words like I like white rabbits. That password is a lot more secure than 8 random characters strung together. The reason being it takes a computer a lot longer in order to crack that code. If you want to be even better, then try and mix a couple of complex characters into the I like white rabbits phrase, and you'll have the best of both worlds. So the second thing you need to do is to use a password manager. So most of us have password managers built into the web browsers that we use. So if Google Chrome has ever asked you to remember this password, that is a Google Password Manager. And that is something that is built into your Google account. These are really good to use and recommended by the Institute. Now the web browser-based ones, like Google Chrome, aren't the most secure in the family that we have. So one is called LastPass, another one's called NordPass, and a third one's called 1Password. They all receive really good reviews. Some of them are even free, and they work on pretty much any device that you have or phone. So check out some password managers and start using them. The big benefit of a password manager is that you'll use unique passwords for all the different websites that you go to because it'll generate unique passwords for you. So if there's ever a data breach with an organization and they get a hold of your password associated with your email address, that breach will be contained just to that one organization and it won't be for all of the different accounts that you have signed up with. The third thing is multi-factor authentication. So if you've ever been asked to check your text messaging in order to get a code in order to log into a piece of software after you've already put in your password, well, that's a good thing. That's multi-factor authentication, and this is one of the most secure ways that we do things now. The idea of putting in your mother's maiden name as a safety question just isn't as powerful because we have access to Google and to other places where we can get that information from. So that's what I got to say about passwords. Next week we're going to talk about content filtering and in particular VPNs. So look forward to it and have a great weekend.